Hello, Flute students. My name is Erin Moon-Kelly, and I'm going to show you some basics on how to start to learn something called vibrato. All right. Vibrato is where you are taking the air and you're kind of spinning it around and making it a little bit more richer, a little bit more warmer, and you're able to project it, carry it out to the audience a little bit clearer and a little bit better. Okay, so let me show you the difference. So this is a straight tone, which many of you beginners are used to now. Okay, and this is the same pitch with vibrato. Hear the difference? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you how to go from a straight tone to vibrato, okay? So first thing we got to do is we got to talk about breathing, all right? So vibrato, the breathing is done. You can see my stomach here. It's done through your lower diaphragm muscles right here, okay? So I want you to put either your hands on a tummy, or if you have a thick binder, a thick book, you can put it on your stomach, kind of clutch it in or clutch your hands in like this. And I want you to breathe in, pushing your tummy out, pushing your diaphragm muscles out, and then breathe out. Okay? Make your lips like you're drinking through a straw. Okay? If you're doing it correctly, okay, the book is going to go in and out. Okay? You gotta be sure your back's straight and your head and your neck is straight as well. Okay? Next, what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in 4 and then out like this. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Breathe in. All right. Now I want you to do the same. I want you to do that 4 times. Now I want you to do the same exercise, but when you release the air, I want you to say 2 for me. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Breathe in. All right, do that 4 times. Now what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in, and then I want you to separate each one. You're going to do 4 twos, but I want you to separate them with your diaphragm muscles, okay? And try to keep your throat open, okay? You can have a little bit of throat working in there. That's all right. If your cheeks puff out a little bit, that's okay. But for the most part, you want to keep your throat and everything from your throat down here, you want to keep that open, okay? So I'm going to breathe in, and then I'm going to do the 4 slurred twos. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Breathe in. Okay, let's do it again. Breathe in, ready, 2, ready, go. Breathe in. Make sense? Okay, all right. Okay, so next what we're going to do is I want you to use the same type of technique, but I also want you to use your flute and play the exercises that I'm about to show you right now, okay? So I'm going to open my screen up. There we go. Okay, all right. So these are the vibrato exercises, and what you're going to do is you're going to try them in quarter notes first, okay? Well, you can work on eighth notes later. It's the same idea. But basically, you are gradually increasing the amount of stuff that you slur together, okay? So what I have here is I just use a B flat. Now, you could use this with your scales or something. You could vary it quite a bit, okay? So what you're going to do, slow tempo, about quarter note equals 50, 60-ish to start off with. You need to go down to quarter note equals 40, that's fine. You're going to gradually increase the speed, okay? Once your vibrato gets a little bit better. So for 1 week, I would suggest quarter note equals 50, for these vibrato exercises. And then the next day, 51, next day quarter note equals 52, next day quarter note equals 3, etc., etc., etc. So you're gradually building up speed, okay? But what you're going to do, I'm going to look at measures 1 through 4, okay? All right, so I'm going to go in, 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4, breathe in deep. Hold on your rest, here we go. 3, 4, breathe in the whole time. 4, breathe in. Okay. All right. Went a little further, but that's okay. So basically what you're doing, you're tonguing it, resting, breathing in the whole time through your diaphragm muscles. Remember, you push all the air through the diaphragm, and then you're slurring the 2 pitches together, but you're separating them with your diaphragm muscles. That's a 2 part, okay? Now, when you breathe in during this long rest, I encourage you to breathe in while saying the word who. Okay? And then your lips are automatically ready to play when it's time to play. Okay? So basically what I'm doing, and I'm gradually increasing the amount of 2s that I play in each measure. Okay? So for measures 1 to 4, I'm just doing 2 pitches. Okay? For measures 5 to 8, I'm doing 3. And then for measures 9 to 12, I am doing 4. Okay? Now, okay, once you're able to get the quarter note vibrato up to, I'd say about quarter note equals 100, 80 to 100, okay? Drop the tempo back down to about quarter note equals 50, and then work on 8th note vibrato, okay? So it's going to be the same thing. So the first, from 13 to 16, I'm going to have 2 sets of 8th notes. Then from 17 to 20, I'm going to have 3 sets of 8th notes. And then from 21 to 24, I'm going to have 4 sets of 8th notes, okay? So here's what this would sound like, okay? I'm going to go the same speed that I had before. I'm going to play 13 to 16, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4, breathe in the whole rest. 3, 4, and then breathe in the whole rest. Okay? And it's going to continue. Be sure when you do the vibrato that the throat doesn't go like this. Okay? Put the flute down, take a couple deep breaths, all right? Then try playing it again. Be sure you have that throat open, okay? All right, kind of like you're yawning. Okay, so after you get the 8th notes up to, I'd say quarter note equals maybe 75, 80-ish, okay? Drag the tempo back down to about 50-ish, and then work on 25 to 28, okay? Basically, you're switching back and forth between quarter note vibrato and then 8th note vibrato, which will set you up nicely for working on vibrato with faster moving rhythms like triplets and 16th notes, okay? So here's what 25 to 28 would sound like, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All righty. Okay? And then you can also do this for other pitches. Typically, if you're a more advanced student and you're just starting to learn vibrato, I would suggest picking out 3 pitches. Okay? We'll use your B flat scale, for example. So a low pitch, which would be your B flat tonic, and then kind of a middle pitch, which would probably for that scale be your D, natural, and then the top pitch for the B flat scale would probably be your B flat above the octave. And then I would progress to something a little bit higher. So next the pitches would be C, and then E, and then C above the staff. Okay, so you're basically, when you're doing this, you're gradually moving up one pitch for the lowest note, the middle note, and the highest note on the music staff. Okay, and then when you get done with the highest note on the music staff, then you work your way back down again. Same thing. For to work on this for middle school and elementary school, middle school, I wouldn't suggest going higher than the B flat up an octave, or excuse me, second octave, for at least 2 weeks. Okay. If you are more of a high school player learning vibrato for the first time, I would not go any higher than D above the staff for at least 2 weeks. Okay. If you notice that your throat, when you're doing these exercises for a particular pitch, starts closing in, pick another note that's lower and continue the exercise, okay? Form and feeling is the key to this thing. And once again, when you breathe in while saying the word who, okay? All righty, so I'm going to stop share. So I hope that gives you a good introduction on how to learn vibrato for the first time, whether you're in elementary school, middle school, or high school. If you are interested in private virtual lessons, I do provide those. Look at the description box down below. You'll see my website, www.emk-music.com. Contact me and I'd be happy to set you up. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you another time. Bye. Happy practicing.